Justin says, with the average grade of our O-line being a C and with Lance's style of play, how many holding calls will happen in those growing pains when Lance starts?
I know what his reference is because I just watched your video with your father and which you gave
I was a little
everybody
harsh. I was a little hard. I gave Trent Williams an A.
You did give Trent Williams an A. I think I don't know. I think the offensive line has a possibility of being a little better than C's across the board. I think their rookie could come in and he can be a B, or higher.
He could. McGlinchey could be a B.
McGlinchey could be a B.
Yep.
I don't think you're going to get A performance out of McGlinchey, but I think you can get B
for a right tackle too. I think part of the issue with McGlinchey is he was supposed to be a left tackle. He's not a left tackle, but as a right tackle, he could be an upper echelon right tackle if he's 315 pounds as opposed to 290.
Yeah. I think Alex Mack is. I think to me, I would have given probably Alex Mack a B. That's what I would have. It wouldn't have been higher than that. All right.
Well, we'll see.
Like if you're talking about, I don't know, if you're talking about Madden, if you're talking about Madden ratings, like I think an 80 rating is
PFF crushed him last year, man. PFF crushed him last year.
Crushed him, but I mean,
they gave him. Hold on, let me pull that up. They gave him a 65 last year, and Atlanta didn't want him. So I mean, I'm just saying, burden of proof on him. He's 36 years old. It's possible he could rebound to a B, but that's what it would be, a 36-year-old rebound.
Yeah, I'm not expecting A out of him either, but I think you could get.
He's a big one way or another. He's a big upgrade over Hronis Grasu.
Yeah, I think you can get a B. I think you might be able to get a B performance out of him. I think if the rookie gives you a B performance, and then you get B out of McGlinchey, and then if then you're talking about what's his name just needs to be is the weak link, and then you're fine.
Yeah. Now I'm not saying PFF is gospel or whatever, but like look at Sys Data Hub. They're another one. They give I don't know how they grade these players, but for they get total points earned. I don't think that's some point system. They gave him 19, which was down from 26 the year before that. He had 29 in 2016 when they went to the Super Bowl. I don't know. It seems like he's maybe fallen back a little bit, although I haven't watched a ton of his tape. I got to say, haven't watched a ton, and he's going to be a big upgrade over Grasu and Brunskill, who was learning that position last year.
Yeah, so
he's not going to give up a bunch of sacks because he's playing center. The question is, how good is he going to be in the run? How good is he really in the run game now? He's 36. How well can he move? In my opinion,
probably better than Hronis Grasu.
Better than Hronis Grasu, I would agree.
Yeah, better than that. I think he's gonna be a serviceable starter. You're not expecting him to play on the Pro Bowl level, but you are expecting him to do is give some consistency to that offensive line. Be able to. I think Alex Mack is kind of the keystone to the offensive line to hold that thing together, be able to make all the calls because is intelligent and as Trey Lance is, and he did make calls at North Dakota State. If he's starting, he's going to be taking on a lot. You want to try to take some of that off his plate, and I think Alex Mack can do that. Alex Mack can make the line calls. You don't have to have Trey Lance do that. I don't think Jimmy was doing it anyways, but I think it'll be a big help. I think a guy like Alex Mack can really help the entire offensive line, not just by his own individual play, but again, make sure everybody's on the same page, which an offensive line has to do. They have to work together as a unit.
Yeah, and I think what Justin's pointing out here is that Trey Lance is going to hold the ball longer. He's going to scramble. He's going to be outside the pocket. Maybe these offensive linemen won't know where he is a lot of the time, and as opposed to playing with Jimmy, who doesn't move and tries to get rid of the ball in 2.5 seconds or less, it might be a bit of an adjustment at first, playing with someone who has an entirely different style.
Yeah, but Trey Lance I would say Trey Lance is probably more decisive than Jimmy. So, yeah, I think you're gonna get. I think when Jimmy holds on to the ball, he holds on to the ball, right? That's where the famous Grant Cohn meme came from, right?
Right. That's true. That's true. When he freezes big time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brian Adams says, will Jimmy decline any trades? How do we know he hasn't already?
Yeah, he could. I mean, what if you're getting traded and then they wanted you to renegotiate your deal and all that, and he didn't want to do that? Like, he might want to go to
maybe Houston wanted him, and he was like, no.
Yeah.
No.
I'm all set with that.
I'm all good. No, I'm not going to Houston. Why would he go to Houston? No. I mean, a lot of people think, well, he wants his contract. He wants to make $27 million this year. Yeah, maybe. He's got $90 million in the bank, and maybe he wants to go someplace where he's happy and he can win.
Right. I don't know. He might want to go. I don't know. We're not inside of his head, and I'm not friends.
Have you ever seen Being John Malkovich? I have that, except it's Being Jimmy Garoppolo, and I just go into this little closet, and then I'm inside his head for 15 minutes, and then I get spit out on the edge of the New Jersey Turnpike. It's weird, and I have to fly home.
Were you inside of his head when he first got there? When he went on that date?
No.
You didn't get to experience that.
Sorry about that. That was a good movie. If you haven't seen that one, it's a little quirky. He was about 20 years old. Being John Malkovich. It's a little weird.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I haven't seen it.
It's called Being John Malkovich with John Cusack, and yeah, it's really weird. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I've seen Rounders with
yes, John Malkovich. Yep. Anyway, that's the premise of the movie. You get to be John Malkovich for 15. It's very weird. Very weird. Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's declined trades already. I'm sure there's a lot that's going on that we don't know because he doesn't leak. And if the Niners league, I think they would be, I don't know. They haven't yet.
Jimmy, you should come on and do an interview with Grant Cohn.
Oh, yeah. What do you think? What if Jimmy just like finally did it and like, you know, showed all the personality and stuff?
Call his agent.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I got that. David W says grading scale average across all starters a B. I don't know. The grading scale was me thinking about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought you were a little harsh, but it's not. You're not that far off. I think it's better to be. I think it's better to be harsh than to like be out there and give everybody an A. Like, don't be a fanboy.
Well, I mean, like for me, a C isn't a bad player. It's a solid starter, but it's a replaceable guy. And I feel like, oh man, I mean, Atlanta felt Alex Mack was replaceable. Aaron Banks got to prove it. McGlinchey was worse than a C last year. So I don't know. It's tough.
The only thing I would say with Alex Mack in regards to Atlanta is two things. Number one, Atlanta was under big time cap crunch. So like they might have liked him, but they just couldn't.
They also got rid of Julio.
Yeah. And then also Alex. How do you know that Alex Mack wanted to return to Atlanta? How do you know he just like, listen, I want to go somewhere I could possibly win.
Good point.
So
good point.
You know, he's from California, like good so point. He might want to come back to. So like, they're both sides. It doesn't necessarily mean that he.
Good point.
They might have offered him, and he was like, yeah, no thanks. I'd rather go out and play in San Francisco. So
that's true. All right, Alex. Sorry, I take it back. Come on my show. Let me interview you too.